Hello, grade 4. This is Miss Susan. Today's topic is about parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Lesson 10-3. Let's start.
How can you identify and draw parallel lines and perpendicular lines?
The most essential question here, how can we identify means know and draw parallel lines and perpendicular lines. So let's see together.
Hi there! Taylor and I heard that the owners of the diner are going to repaint the lines in the parking lot this weekend. Sounds like hard work. Taylor and I noticed something about the lines in the parking lot. Take a closer look at the parking lines to see what kinds of lines have been formed.
Let's see.
Taylor noticed that the two lines the cars park between are side by side. If we made the lines longer, they would never cross.
That's right. So, the two lines here are side to side and will never cross.
I noticed where the lines meet. Those are right angles. Both of the lines that the cars park between make right angles with the line that runs along the row of cars.
Right, and the lines that make right angles, we call them perpendicular lines.
I wonder how we can identify these lines and draw similar lines ourselves. Let's investigate.
So let's see which one is the parallel lines and which ones are the perpendicular lines.
There are models of lines all around you. For example, two streets that cross each other model intersecting lines. Metal rails on a train track that never cross model parallel lines. You can explore different types of lines. Intersecting lines are lines in a plane that cross at exactly one point. How would you draw intersecting lines?
So first, intersecting lines are lines in a plane that cross at exact one point, and it forms four angles between each other. So let's see how its shape looks like. These are intersecting
Here's one example.
lines.
Notice that intersecting lines form four angles. To describe this diagram, you say line ZT intersects line ER at point F. You can also write it like this. Parallel lines are lines in a plane that are always the same distance apart. They never intersect. How would you describe this diagram?
Line in a plane always at the same distance apart from each other and they never intersect. These lines called parallel lines. So parallel lines are always side to side and they never meet or intersect.
You say line SK is parallel to line CJ. You can write it like this. This symbol means is parallel to. Perpendicular lines are lines in a plane that intersect to form four right angles. How would you describe this diagram?
Okay, so perpendicular lines are intersecting lines. It's like that. But the difference here that instead of forming four normal angles, it forms four right angles. It's the angles which is like the angles of square, right? So we have square shape here, square shape here, square shape here, square shape here. We have four right angles. And also they intersect or meet in one point.
You'd say line QW is perpendicular to line XG. And you'd write that expression like this. This symbol means is perpendicular to.
Okay,
Let's draw and label ray PQ perpendicular to ray PR intersecting at point P. The first step is to draw ray PQ. Remember, always label the points. Where would you place ray PR to make it perpendicular to ray PQ?
Okay, so the first here, to know that when you read or write the ray, we start from the end point until the endless direction. So the end point here is P, right? And the arrow should be in the Q point, right? So the other ray name is PR. So we start from the point P and we go up until R. So we can say it's intersecting, but this is perpendicular, so it should make a right angle up. Can I make it like that? No, it will not form a right angle. So if it's perpendicular, it should form a right angle. So it should be up right there. So let's see.
Ray PR would begin at point P and go here. Now check the diagram to make sure that both lines intersect at point P and that the rays are perpendicular. You'd name this figure angle RPQ. You could also say right angle RPQ, right angle QPR, or right angle P.
Just P.
All would be correct. Show a pair of parallel line segments. Parallel line segments are parts of parallel lines. Draw and label segment KL parallel to segment MN. Which line segment would be parallel to segment MN? Drag the correct line segment to the area above segment MN. Remember, parallel lines don't intersect.
Okay, remember again that the line segment has two ending points, right? No arrows in it. So, and this means parallel. And parallel lines never intersect or never meet. So if you put here this one, is it parallel to it? No, actually it can intersect. So this one is wrong. Let's try this line segment. Okay, is it parallel to MN? No, actually it can intersect. So let's see this one. Is it parallel to MN? No, actually it's perpendicular to it. It forms right angle. So let's try the last one. Okay, this one. Okay, if I go, is it intersect? No, so it's walking side by side with this line segment and it will never meet.
Great job! This shows line segment KL parallel to line segment MN. Don't forget, when drawing lines or line segments, be sure to label the points to name the line.
Hope that you enjoyed the lesson and you understood it. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thanks for helping us figure out how to name these lines. Hope to see you soon.
Bye.